Hello everyone, how are you today? Welcome back to FX 20 Pips. Today is the 22nd of June 2023. Time is now 2:03 p.m. This is GMT plus 8 as you can see here. Now, today is the Thursday, right? And we have the Bank of England interest rate in about how long is that? Let's look at the time. Here we go. So we have the Bank of England interest rate here, 7 p.m. GMT plus 8 my time. Expectation is to increase to 4.75. All right, 0.25% increase. Yep, and then for the rest of the day, we have some others. US jobless claim again. All right, housing sales. All right, Powell seems to be looking at all these building or housing sales, right? And then tonight at 10 p.m. he's going to testify for the second day in the Congress committee. Right, so just a quick look on yesterday's chart, or rather the 8-hour chart, and simply look at yesterday, which is here, Wednesday. All right, and the news from Bank of UK news rather yesterday, I mentioned that the news was positive, but it fails to close above Tuesday high, and so as expected, the price went all the way down. All right, I was expecting it to go much lower, okay, to this level, or even touch the trend line over here. So let me just scroll on a much higher time frame. So I see whether you can see it. Okay, there we go. So here in May 2022, there was a top, and then in a year later, last month, price went and closed above this level, and then immediately it drops. All right, so last week price went up again and came up to this near 1.28500 level. Now, so I was expecting price to retest this level. Okay, so this is a resistance broke through, and the common concept is we'll come back here to test it, isn't it, before it go further up. Also, remember, we still have the weekly trend line, okay, with the idea that it's going to the monthly trend line. Okay, so let's zoom in a bit here. So go back to the 8 hours. So what happened yesterday was, as price came down, right, it went up after the news, came back down, and then Powell speak, went back all the way up. Now, Asia session now, okay, price is sort of lethargic, okay, as usual, and because China is on holiday, I think today or throughout the weekend, right, so I don't think there's much volume in the Asia session. Right, and let's talk about this 8 hours range. It is still valid because no candle close above or below. All right, both just wick and close back in, wick out and close back in again. And then today, right, open here and then now it's struggling around here. However, we are at the top part of this 8 hours range. Now, if the price doesn't want to go any further down, then with the Bank of England interest rate shortly tonight, we might see a continuous uptrend. All right, and that's one of the possibility. And in my many videos, like I said, I always am is currently looking for the buy side only. All right, so anytime the price went down, okay, it is a good trade for me, as I can buy much cheaper. All right, before it goes up. Okay, so the 8 hours range is still valid, so I'm not going to move that. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame, or rather, hang on. You see, I was going to talk about this. 8 hours was valid, but yesterday we have a inside bar. All right, so this candle is inside of here. Now this candle is inside of here. So we will have to see whether price will break out above this first level of inside bar and then followed by this second level of inside bar. Right, you can see, right, weak top, weak bottom, and all these candles are inside. Right, so something to take note of. And also, yes, let's go to the 1 hour. So 1 hour, let's start with our daily routine. All right, so this is the yesterday, or rather the Tuesday high. All right, so we are here today on a Thursday, so I want to find yesterday high, which is a Wednesday high, and a Wednesday low, and then find the midpoint of yesterday. Let's do that. Let's move the previous day high here, previous day low, and then we have the midpoint around here. Okay, so just a quick glance. Monday opening, so this week we can see the price is still below Monday opening, right? So that means that on a weekly candle, this is weak, isn't it? And then we have the body right here. Yeah, sounds about right. Okay, what was I going to say? Yes, so yesterday on the 1 hour chart, price breakout of the buy zone. Okay, remember my theory of always wait for the second candle. So the first candle breakout close above, what happened to the second candle? You can see immediately went south to the other side of the breakout, sell, isn't it? So this candle should be very obvious to you, right? The sellers coming in, continuous, and at this level, maybe about the round figure 1.27 thousand. Okay, buyer starts to come in. All right, so this is a undecisive candle or dodgy candle, whatever you want to call it, and then followed by a bullish candle, and then subsequently when Powell start to speak, price tends to go back up again. So now we are back here today. All right, so let's draw a buy and sell zone for today. For a start, let me just remove this yesterday's buy and sell zone. So buy and sell zone, close it. Right, let me just hide the 8 hours range so it's easy to see. There we go, draw the box. So the buy zone, now I'm only going to look at today candle initially. All right, so for today you can see that Asia high is about here, and then the body is about here. All right, the wick, again I'm talking about this wick here, this is a candle this wick, and then the body is about here, isn't it? So intention is to draw a buy zone here, because the idea is if the price is going to close above Asia high, and then if there's a subsequent candle that close, so potentially there is a chance of it going to the buy side. Likewise, this is the Asia session low at this stage. Okay, so we have a very tiny body here, so our sell zone could be that low. Alright, now if we can't draw the sell zone because it's so small, the other alternative is to look at the previous day. Okay, now both seems to be about the same level. Alright, so if you can't draw a sell zone, well, don't draw it. Alternatively, you can also use the wick and then use the 50% of the previous day. This will give you a sell zone here. Alright, so let's do that. Let's draw the buy zone first. So we have the wick here, the body here. Let's just zoom in. The wick and the body. Yeah, I'm just going to see which one is higher. Is it this candle or this candle? I'm just going to take a look here. Alright, so the first one on the left is at 1.27736. The other one is, well, both are the same. Alright, so doesn't matter. So we have the wick here and the body. So we go to our pre-template. This is my buy zone. Right. And then we come here. Do we want to draw this? Let me just draw it first and then we see how many pips that. Because I'm not going to sell anyway, so I can actually disregard it, but it's nice to know. Okay, let me just classify it as breakout sell. Okay, how many? I want to find out now how many pips is this size of a breakout buy and the breakout sell. Okay, so let's do this ruler. So from here to here is about 3 pips, right? Breakout buy is 3 pips wide. How about the sell? The sell would be from here to here about 1.3 pips. So why am I counting the pip size? Because if I were to buy, if price were to go and close above the breakout buy, where should be my stop loss? My stop loss should preferably be just below here. Okay, if price wants to go up, I don't want it to come back down here. The area between the buy and sell zone is a hazard, is unsure, unknown. All right, when price come here, they could either go up or go down. So I don't want to trade. I try not to trade when price is around here. All right, so just simply for the basic idea is price go up, my stop loss should be here. And because I know that this is 3 pips, so I can in advance determine that, all right, my stop loss can be 3 pips or 4 pips or 5 pips. Right now, I'm not going to sell, but if someone is selling it and price go below, close below the sell zone, all right, and then they would know that this is about 1.3 pips. So even if you enter here, the stop loss is only 2 pips around here. Okay, there's nothing wrong for you to also put the enter the trade here and then put the stop loss all the way here. Okay, there is nothing wrong to do that too. Of course, how was the pip size? That's 18.7 pips. Okay, is there anything wrong to have 18.7 pips of stop loss? Nothing wrong. Okay, because the stop loss has to be of a reasonable, logical location. Okay, right. So we have the buy and sell zone. So what else can we see? The trend line. Okay, I remember I drew the trend line. That was the first one. Oh yeah, yes, the first and the second one. Okay, that was I drew it yesterday on Wednesday. So I got a 0.1, 0.2, which give me this trend line, which the UK news did not break. Right, it just sort of a few pips away from it. And then the second trend line is from here, 0.1 and 0.2. and you can see that the first candle close above, break down again. So now we are hugging this trend line. Right, so I am expecting price to range a bit until the Bank of England make a decision on the interest rate, right? And then we just trade accordingly. If it's go up or down, I'm just going to look for a better position to buy. Okay, if it were to come down. Right, so this is the 1 hour chart. Can we see something? All right, we can put a fib just to find out the retracement for this bullish leg. All right, maybe the price will just keep coming down 50%, 68 or 78.3, and then when the positive interest rate comes in, price might shoot up. Okay, or it might keep going down and then bounce off here, which I'll be very happy for me to buy it here. So either way, we need to trade according to the candles or the market, right? Excuse me. So at this stage, what time are we at now? We are at 1 p.m. and this is the 2 p.m. candles. The bullish candle is the Frankfurt. So we still have about 40 minutes before London actually open right here. Okay, is there anything to see on the 5 minutes? Well, it's just a lot of up and down, isn't it? Up and down, more seller, seller, and then the bullish again. So like what I say, when the price is in here, just ignore it. All right, you're not going to look at every candles. It will be so confusing. Only look at it when it's close to the breakout buy or breakout sell if you're selling. Right. Let me see what else can I tell you. All right. I don't think there's any more. The daily activities has been done. Let's bring back the range box. 8 hours. Okay, so we can jump back to the 8 hours. Change it here. Right. So we can simply wait until the news. All right. Like what I say, I want to buy it much cheaper, so I'm quite happy for it to keep coming down. All right, and then with the news, let's just go up. All right, that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed today's session. This is only my second live. I'm still trying to improve and set everything up properly. All right, well, we can only improve, right? Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you very much. See you again. Goodbye.